Helo a chroeso. Heddiw, rydym yn mynd I wneud puppet Goody Who o'r stori Blodeuwedd, un o'r straeon o'r Mabinogion. Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be making a puppet, an owl puppet from the story of Blodeuwedd, one of the stories of the Mabinogion. And here it is. Ond, cyn I ni ddechrau, dyma'r rhan fach o'r stori. But before we get started, here's a small section of the story. A chyd a chwifiad o'i ffon hyd, trawsnewidiodd Gwydion y Dewin Blodeuwedd yn Dylluan. Roedd y fenyw a greuwyd unwaith o flodau, bellach yn greadur o'r nos. And with a wave of his wand, Gwydion the wizard transformed Blodeuwedd into an owl. The woman who was once created from flowers was now a winged creature of the night. Bydd yr adar eraill yn eich cysau, meddai Gwydion, a bydd gennych ormod o gywilydd I ddod allan bob dydd. The other birds will hate you, said Gwydion, and you'll be too ashamed to come out by day. Ond, yr hyn y methodd Gwydion ei gofio, oedd mai tyllianod yw'r dwythaf o'r adar, yn cael ei canmol ledled y byd, ac yn gallu gweld yn glir tua 8 gwaith cyn belled ac y gall pobl I wneud. But what Gwydion failed to remember was that owls are the wisest of birds, praised all over the world, and can see clearly about 8 times as far as humans can.
Okay, so you've heard a bit of the story, and now we're going to show you how to make the puppet that Libby showed you a little bit earlier on. Now, as you all know, there's glove puppets, they go in your hands. There's marionettes, they work on strings, of course. There's shadow puppets, which are, of course, silhouettes, shadows on a board. But today, we're going to show you how to make a rod puppet using rods. And we're going to be making this little flapping owl.
So to make your owl puppet, you're going to need a paper plate, some scissors, some coloured pens. We've just got some brown, black, yellow and silver, but you can choose any colours you like. Some googly eyes, any size. Some lollipop sticks or craft sticks. Some string or thread, paper fasteners, sellotape, glue. We've also got some double-sided tape as well. And that's it. So the first thing you're going to need is your paper plate and a pair of scissors. And you might need to ask a grown-up to help you with this, but what you're going to do is cut the centre, see that natural line that's already there. We're going to cut the middle out of our paper plate. So once you've finished cutting, you should be left with a nice circle like this from the middle of the plate. We're going to put this to one side because we're going to need this a little bit later for the wings and the feet, so we'll just pop that over there and then just flip your circle over so that you're going to be drawing on the non-shiny side. And now it's time to create your owl character. You can do any design you like. I'll do one to show you, but you can really be as creative as you want with this, so go for it. And now it's time to do the eyes. So you can do any eyes that you want for your character. We've chosen some really big googly eyes here. We've got some medium-sized eyes, small, beady eyes, or even stickers if you've got any of those, or you can draw them on, whatever you like. But these aren't adhesive, these aren't very sticky, so we've put some double-sided tape on the back. And I'm just gonna pop our googly eyes onto our owl. And there we have it. So now you should be left with your owl's body. So you're going to put that to one side just for now and take the outside of the plate that you put to one side earlier. And this is what we're going to make the wings and the feet from. So I've cut about just under 1/4 for one wing from the plate. So I'm going to use this to measure the second wing. Okay, so then just carefully cut that, perhaps get an adult to help you, and then that should leave you with 2 wings. So one of them's going to be that way, flipped over, and one of them's going to be that way. So you've got one shiny side and one not so shiny side. And we just need to round them off to make them look a little bit more like wings. So I leave a point here. So these ridges are going to act like the feathers. So I'm just going to come up from that point and round off that wing ever so slightly. Okay, and the same with this one. There we go. And then if you want to, you can just shape the edges of the wings carefully with your scissors, just to give it a little bit more of a feathered effect. So now that you've got your 2 wings, we're going to turn them like this because that's the way that they're going to be on the owl's body. And now you just need to colour them in. So now we've got our wings, we're just going to pop them over there for a second and take the rest of our paper plate, and this is what we're going to use to make the talons, the feet. So I'm going to do 3 ridges, so 1, 2, 3, and then just carefully cut that off and do it again, 1, 2, 3, and again cut that. So then you're going to shape these bits into the owl's talons using these very handy ridges as your guide. So now you should be left with 2 talons, 2 feet, and we're going to just colour them in. So I'm choosing yellow, and I'm going to colour this time on the shiny side because that means the ridges will be at the top, and it just gives a little bit of a 3D effect. So now the feet are finished, we're going to pop them over there and bring our owl body back, turn it over, and now sellotape the feet to the back. So making sure the coloured side is facing forwards, just position them like that. And also at the same time, you're going to take your lollipop stick or craft stick and put again about 1/4 of it onto the owl's body, and then take some sellotape and you're just going to stick them all on the back, making sure they're nice and secure.
Right, now it's time to make those wings flap. So here's the 2 wings, and what we need to do, just turn this one over like this, and we're going to put a hole. Now we're using some sharp scissors, but you may need an adult to help you do this. You can use maybe a knitting needle or a needle or a sharp pencil, but we're using this, and we go about that far in, there we are, and we put a little hole there, and we make a hole like that, and then about the same distance again, we do the same on that side. So you've got 2 holes, one there and one there, and you'll repeat that on this wing too. There we are. Now you've got your 4 holes in your wings. What we need to do, we have to find a way of attaching them to the actual body of the owl. So what we need to do, same sort of distance as you did there, we're going to go halfway up the owl to about there, and then go over to the outer edge, and the same distance as you did here, you're going to make a hole there too. So that goes all the way through like that. Be very, very careful not to to get your fingers, and the same roughly on that side, which will be about there. And we put another hole through there as well. There we are. Okay, we're ready to attach the wings now. What we need to do, we need to get some paper fasteners, and we'll need 2 paper fasteners to do this. Just be careful, they're a little bit sharp on the ends there. We've got the 2 paper fasteners. The first paper fastener, right or left, it's up to you. You can start on whichever side you want, but that goes through there, the body of the owl, and it goes through the second hole down. So that's the second one. And then you open up very carefully the tabs. You might need someone to help you do this, but you do that like that, there. And you do the same on the other side. Let's turn the other side over so you can see it. You're going to stick this through there, so it goes through the body of the owl first, and the 1 to the second hole in, and once again you open the clips like that to attach that wing now, so you've got 2 wings that flap. Now, one little tip you need to do is to make sure don't put the clips too tight, otherwise you'll fasten the wings into that position and then they won't flap. So what we need to do is we need to do them in such a way that they're loose enough so when you let go of the wing they drop down naturally like that. It's very important. So if they're not doing that, just keep bending the pins and making sure that they drop up and down like this. That's very important for the movement of the flapping of the wings. Right, now you've got the moving action of the wings, we need to actually make them flap now mechanically. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to use some string. We can either use string or we can use wool or anything really, but we've got some string here today. And to get the right length of string, you want to go from roughly half that wing there to half of that wing there, and that should give you enough string to play with. So we'll just cut that there. Now what we need to do is we need to tie, if you can get 3 in, that's brilliant, but 3 knots. There's 1 knot. There we go. And another knot as well, that we can get another knot in. Just so the knot, basically, is wide enough not to be pulled through that hole, so it's to stop it so it doesn't pull through. So there we go, that's like that. And that should give me the 3 knots. There we are, there's the 3 knots. Now we need to thread the end that's not the knot, this end here, through. So the knot's on the outside. So on the outside of the wing, through this hole here. So as we thread that through there, like that, there we are. Right, so as you can see, we've gone in here, straight across there, but not over the outside, but from the inside through and outside. This is where you're going to do your next knot. The reason I gave you a little bit of extra string is so you've got enough room to actually tie a knot and slide it down, otherwise you're not going to have enough to knot. There we are, so that's 1 and 2. Whoops, well we can knot those 2 together and make that 3. As long as we've got enough to stop it going through the hole like that. There we go. Right, the next thing to do is you need to trim these ends off here, but not so close that the knot undoes, and there as well, because we don't want any loose ends. And now what we need to do is get some sellotape, minute piece of sellotape. We don't need a big piece, just enough to hold the knot in place, but being careful at the same time not to stick it over the clip. So we've stuck that on there. And we'll do the same on the other side. Just move the clip out the way there so it doesn't get in the way. Just a little bit of sellotape, just to help it. It shouldn't pull through anyway, but it just strengthens the joint. So now you've got half of the mechanism, but what you need to do now is you need another rod, which is another lollipop stick, to be taped to the centre. And this is going to be so you can control the wings, control your rod puppet. So that goes at the centre there, across like this, and that will need another bit of sellotape, a bit of sticky tape on it there to hold that in place like so. Now when you're sticking your sticky tape to the stick in the middle, make sure that when you've got it down there and you put your tape on, you don't actually stick it to the back of the owl. It needs to be loose like so. And if you just wanted to try it, yes, that seems to be working fine. And there we have it, our wing flapping rod puppet owl.
So now you've got your very own flapping owl puppet. You can use it to tell stories. You could tell the story of Blodeuwedd or even make up your own. But I hope you have lots of fun and thank you for taking part.